For me, it has to be the sounds. And for me, there's a constant sort of flood of ideas and perceptions. And you're not writing a poem until you manage to slow the flood down or shape it a little bit by thinking about, well, what's flood backwards? Duffel. What is it inside out? Fold. So you unfold whatever's been crammed into the duffel bag of your consciousness, blah, 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 blah. So it's like noodling at a piano, or smushing paint around, or I suppose a carver whittling, or just getting the clay on the table and thinking about what it'll do in response to different shapes that you make your hands into. So it starts very much with the physical sense of the language, though you hope, and starts as a kind of a very short, easy way to say, you hope something that started in an emotion, something in your heart, or some thought you've had, you didn't know it was starting a poem. You don't feel like you're making a work of art until you have the physical materials there. So someone's painting, or someone's jazz chorus, or an actor's performance starts with the position of the body, or a particular circumstance, or a particular tune. That's when the work of art starts. But the emotion, the ideas may have started when you were 3 years old. You're right with your breath and your ear. So if we go back to the silly duffel bag poem, you fiddle with it. And you think, why should fiddle mean a word that suggests something aimless? Who first said about Nero that he fiddled while Rome burnt? Is there any does that have any historical reality? And what are those other double F words? Affable, ineffable. And then you go back to what you actually want to talk about. And it turns out to be, you ask yourself, why does any of this matter? And you say, well, there's something about work. And fiddling sounds like it's not serious work. Is roofing serious work? It's said to be the most brutal of all the trades. It's dangerous. You're always very hot or very cold. The materials themselves, compared to wood that you're framing with, or plaster when you're drywalling, the materials are kind of obdurate and ugly. And in a way, it's a symbol of civilization. Oh, civilization. Duffel. The roofer was civil when he asked me if he could use the bathroom. I tried to be So you're thinking vaguely about work, and you're thinking vaguely about this befuddling set of consonants and vowels, and you're hoping that between work, roofing, fiddling, you might say a sentence or a line that actually sounds meaningful and beautiful to you. You run your hand over it if you're sandpapering, and you play it in tempo with the chords in your hand, left hand putting the bass in, you trace the harmony. It's physical. So you say the poem aloud. Sometimes you try to say it to yourself when the light is out and you're ready to go to sleep. And if you come to a part you can't do, you turn the light on and ask yourself, is that a part I could make better? So it's, you try it out, just like if you made an airplane.